One shot. Let's begin. Sayonara Manuke na Yuukaihan-san by Mr. Awkward Kidnapper by Momose now. Present upload dang first lesson in Kafka. All right, everybody. So, we read Momose now yesterday, so we're gonna read a bit more of their works. Let's learn about an awkward kidnap. Oh, and it's a tragedy. Oh no. Good. Goodbye, Mr. Stupid Kidnapper. How regrettable. How regrettable. No donors to be found. 3 years ago. Please, circle the relevant numbers. Should I suffer brain death, heartache arrest at subsequent death, I donate my organs for transplant. Goodbye, Mr. Stupid Kidnapper. Was it a coincidence the two of them met like this, or was it inevitable? A prelude to a new era, a great man of the Reiwa era, Shinsei, the second one-shot by supergiant rookie, Timer of the Suzuka Award, a heartfelt story told by an 18-year-old. Oh, special 31 pages, nice. 19XXX. God damn it! I asked for directions and all of a sudden you start shooting at me. How trigger happy are you? Oh, you shot me. It was just reflex. My bad for hitting you, but well, I didn't think you'd pass out. Ding. Hmm. Hmm. Judging from your earlier panic, you're also kind of shady. I reckon, though. The engine stalled. It's lucky we happened to meet here. I want to get something useful from your car. Opened. Oh, okay. Bam, blink. Ma'am, may I have a quick word? He goes. Hmm. He goes by Yagi. Do you recognize this guy's dumb face at all? I don't, sorry. This man, well, he was once considered a war hero, but even after the war, he continued committing crimes, moving from one gang to the next. A truly cold blooded man. Really, sir? That dumb looking guy? Really, this dumb looking guy. He seems to be using this town as a hideout. If you happen to know where he might be, give us a call. How troubling. So, who's this? My name is May, fourth daughter of the Chintagayu family. I was grabbed from behind all of a sudden, and before I knew it, I was here. Just a kidnapping? I want to send her back right now, but unfortunately, I'm also being hunted. I go downtown, I'll also get. Eek! Well, you're at it. Tybo! But if I let her go back to town alone, she'll just end up reporting it. My location will get exposed. For Christ's sake, she's a child. It's cruel. All right. You're a hostage now, Missy. You're gonna stick with me until things cool down. This is just the right kind of refuge for you. This is so dirty and messy. I'm gonna go get some water. Try run away? Well, slam, whoosh, dust. Hey, I found a pond, so for the moment. Oh, so clean! Glee! To be honest, because I was adopted, doing my chores quickly has been hammered into me. Awesome. Yeah, but you actually not understand what's happened to you? You currently are being kidnapped. Any funny business, and I won't show mercy, even to kids. Sorry. No, it's not sorry. Just forget about it. Wow, amazing! It's easy to move around. I'm so sick and tired of always tight-fitting clothes. Yippee! Thank you very much. I was a bit surprised earlier, but I just gave her some old clothes, yet I got this reaction. After all, she does carry herself like a sheltered young lady. Greedy, stuck up, ignorant of how the world works. That's how rich kids are, after all. Yes, I'll be revealed the instant her mask slips. Here's some kindling. We could use these branches I picked up. Since your hair is long, it's easy to do up. The ferns around these parts are poisonous when eaten raw, but become delicious when steamed. And there are traces of potatoes being grown. Practically beyond reproach. These mushrooms, they're poisonous, so you can't eat them, mister. Oh no!
Come here, baby white eye. Think it fell from its nest.
Uh, let's return it to its nest then.
It's all right, but perhaps you should say I'm a bit surprised. I can feel it. It's still warm. Really, it's alive, isn't it?
Alive? Please, come back alive. Ugh. I'm sorry, but we can't locate a donor. 3 years ago. Barbarians and murderers!
Mister, what happened just now? You were totally out of it just after you ate that mushroom.
I was just busy mulling over how much your ransom's gonna be. Whoosh, how much I'll take from your family.
Well, I wouldn't expect too much, given I'm adopted, frail, my brother and sister shun me,
Huh? That's impossible. What happens to parents doing anything for their kids, no matter the cost?
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe. The, the mushroom you're holding.
Hmm? Poison! Poison is.
Why didn't you pick poison mushrooms? I told you.
I've been too careless. Bertie so much for.
Ah, you're awake. Don't worry, you won't die from eating those mushrooms.
Oh, is that so? Why didn't you run away?
Huh?
How many times do I have to say it? You do realize you've been kidnapped, right? Why didn't you run away while I was sleeping?
I. I don't know you well, mister. What you used to do or why you're running from the police, but, you know, you're just like me, 'cause mister, you really look so lonely.
Well, I'm already super tired from.
Well, I'm already super tired from nursing you back to health. I'm going to bed.
Is that so? That's what. Thanks. What have I been trying to do all this time?
For real? You had a wife?
Uh,
Oh, I want to hear stories about your wife. I want to know.
that's so. We had blonde hair and clear blue eyes. Frail but pretty strong willed. Now that I think about it, I could do anything because she was. But during the war, I had no choice but to leave her there.
You're a soldier?
That was about 15, 16 years ago now. I reckon. I was deployed to the war in the East. Back then, the war was dragging on, and I was ready to die. That's when I'd think of her. It is far more sad to lose the will to live than to fear the death that lies ahead. Make sure you come back alive, please. I'll be waiting right here for you. Those words kept me clinging to life. Before long, the anti war movement world over was angry. Before I knew it, the war was over. And yeah, so much happened, but luckily I survived. I thought that coming back alive again would have made me happy.
Then you found her again. Your wife?
No, although I came home, she didn't. About 3 years before the war ended, she died of a congenital disease. It seems they needed an organ donor closely related to her, but she didn't have anyone. Well, that's life, really. Just not fair. No, since coming back from the war, I didn't have anywhere to go. Kill someone in war, you're a hero, but then, after it's over, you're a criminal. I don't know which is right anymore, you know. Just like the exchange rate, the value of life always changes. And I no longer really know what it means to feel alive. Sorry, my bad. That got a bit dark. Don't worry, just an old guy rambling on. Please, forget about it. You're feverish. Oi, You okay?
Is that, uh,
Thank, thank God you're awake. You collapsed all of a sudden at the front door.
sorry.
Don't apologize, idiot. I ate the poisonous mushrooms before, so now we're square.
Thanks. But I'm alright. I've always been weak.
Pant. I've really lost it, haven't I? Don't worry. No matter what, I'm getting you to a hospital. Ding dong, coming. Is there a hospital around here? At the end of the street, head east for 5 kilometers. Thanks, appreciate it. It's that ugly mug. Bastard, you already called the police. Hurtling pursuit of the suspect. He's got a hostage heading for the center of town. I don't know what his plan is, but don't let him get away. Whatever it takes. He's a cold-blooded murderer. Managed to give about 2, 3 police cars to slip a man. It's taking a while. A little further. We'll make it. Stop! Stop or we'll shoot! You lot! Oh, you lot! Deal with him! I don't have time for this! I don't have the bloody time. Psh. Finally figured it out. Made it. Down the hospital. What she was talking about. There he is! Over there! Shit! Live. I don't think I did it for anyone else. Have you ever heard of a donor card? I just wanted to be a better person without doing anything. It will let others know from now on. You're willing to donate your organs. Might be able to save someone in a similar condition to your wife. But what if everything that happened here wasn't all that unprecedented? His condition is very unstable. In order to properly treat, we need a strong blood-related organ donor. Inspector! It's the guy who just died. Please, circle the relevant number. I never believed it, but we found this in his possession. I suffered brain death, cardiac arrest, and subsequent death. I donate my organs for transplants. 15 years later, a miraculous resurrection of a girl with the incurable disease. The man who wants to donate his organs just happened to be there. Test results HLA match by chance. Transplant surgery successful.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom, why'd you keep those newspaper clippings? Well, I know it's a bad hobby of yours, but why stories about Kidnapper?
Ah, well, this old guy looks pretty stupid. He's not that scary. Stupid, huh? Fits him quite nicely. It was like you kidnapped your own daughter. A big dummy, aren't you?
What's this?
Nice shot. Lovely goodbye. Dang first lesson. Goodbye, Mr. Kidnapper. That's sweet. That's very sweet. That's what I'm gonna have to say about that. Um, did the wife like died? Make sure I got this. Or was it just she wasn't there? Because there wasn't uh I just want to double check this. Okay, well she did it. She died, okay. Um Hi Mom. Why'd you keep those newspaper clipping? Well, I know it's a bad hobby, but why stories about kidnappers? Oh well. Little guy looks pretty stupid. He's not that scary. Fits it quite nicely. It was like you kidnapped your own daughter. You're a big dummy, aren't you? What? Well, what's this? Nice shot. So, okay, so she just had kids in the future, right? Or like he just wanted to be a little silly with her, and I think that's the fun, and she appreciated that. I guess the only reason this line throws me off, like you kidnapped your own daughter, is because she has a daughter, and now I'm like, oh wait, did something happen? But no, nothing like that happened. And yeah, and I guess the fact he was willing to die for her or something, right? That's pretty big. Um, but neat. I enjoyed it. It's a good time. Um, I don't think this hit me as hard as it potentially could have. I think there's, yeah, I don't know. I think that like it is a cute relationship that they have at first. Um, but I don't know why. I guess this one just didn't hit as hard um as it normally did. I thought because he did murder people, and I would like some more context to the murder. I think if you gave some context, like maybe to the PST thing a bit more, where like okay, maybe he's killing people and that's why he's a bad person. Or maybe he just got framed for murder, right? Or he just killed a random person, and because of that he's like whatever, right? It was, I think that's probably what it was meant to imply, right? It's like self defense, right? But then doesn't it also imply that he continued? Yeah, he's moving from one gang to the next, right? So he's kind of just murdering, or maybe he's being a good guy that murders people. I thought what was gonna happen was just like he was gonna like kill a criminal just to get an organ for his wife, and then like he meant well, but ultimately like it didn't matter. I do like the idea of the organ donation card set as like the beginning. It does kind of lead to a bit of a predictable ending about what's going to happen to him. Um, but I don't think it's a very bad thing. The "you must live," as he's like falling. His condition is very stable. Never believed, but we found this in his possession. I don't have my organs for transplant. Right? And I think that's him saying, "Oh no, I might die or something." Hmm. I mean, why else would he have that, right? He's going to help the next generation on because he couldn't help his wife, and so I think that's a wonderful thing. It just I don't know why I didn't quite hit as much. I think there's like a bunch of small things. Maybe it's because it has a lot going on for it in a relatively short period of time, right? Because you have the organ donation card, um, and then afterwards you have this person meeting here, so this person's gonna snitch. This person is like, you know, and then they give the backstory. Uh, but predictable is never bad. I just prefer that it's done a little bit better. If because like it feels like this one needs more time for it to really hit me a bit more. Like I think it's a cute idea that they go and they like do all this stuff. Um, it's alive, isn't? And then alive, please come back alive. Okay, they're trying to make something a bit deeper here. Um, I think there's just a lot of minor things I would tweak about this potentially to make more holistic story. Like instead of the idea of it being come back alive, or at least that for this one it could have been like, oh, it's so lonely, they would die off by itself, and then related to the fact that she's an orphan, right, never well cared for. It's something this guy's obviously not trying to kidnap her, right? And like it's so lonely, or to be unwanted, I was thrown away by my parents too, right, or something like that. I think could be a really good idea to tie it back to her thematically, while also tying it to the guy of like, hey, I'm lonely. You're alone, aren't you? Because I think that could have been the defining moment. You really look so lonely, right? And then they don't necessarily do too much with that. Like it's clear that he loves her and this, that, and the other, and then the wife and this, that, and the other, but it feels like it's trying to be thematically dense, I suppose, with like five, six, seven, eight. I guess just to like live, will to live, then like going on ahead. You know, um, and then I think with the organ donation, you could also just imply like now you don't have to ever be alone because I'll be with you, right? And then like that's the idea, like you're so alone, and then she does the alone thing he does, but then like, my wife had to die, and I couldn't do anything. She has to die alone, but never again. And then you could have it just be like, it's specific what he's able to give her, like his blood. So now I'm never gonna be alone, right? Thank you for this, that, and the other. I think thematically that would have fit a little bit better. Because while this does, I think, look relatively good, um, I think it's very dense. It has a lot of ideas that um it means to tell, and if it had like maybe 60 pages, I think I could see it done a little bit more in depth. But it is ambitious, and I think it does do some nice things about it. Um, and even the idea of saying, because it feels like there's a lot missing as well, and this is where like the peak part is that he's stupid looking, okay, and it's like that's just a random thing. They just call him stupid looking, right? What about if they just say stupid looking with that smile or stupid looking with this, right? Even then, it's just like, oh, he's just a stupid looking guy, right? Well, stupid, always smiling no matter what, or like something like that. Feels like there should be a lot more things that are tied together, at least in this one shot. Now, if it was like a manga series, like a volume or two, give it time to breathe, I think it'd be good, right? You could explore the thematic things of loneliness. You could explore the thing of having to live on, and even the idea of like his PTSD, like he had to live on and he had to do some horrific things, and you could have done that with like the murders and everything. Um, so yeah, I think this is a solid one shot. The art is unique. I do like the way the main character is drawn. He seems like very Tim Burton esque in like how do I put it? In like a more traditional manga. And again, like this one here reminds me of My Hero Academia type out character, but that's just me picking that stuff out. Yeah, so good, solid stuff. The kid's only 18 too, who's doing this. And so this was like 22, 23 now. They have a lot of potential. And I think if they just, get more experience and look at the more writing aspect and really decide what they're going to do, then, they have the potential to like just kill it with everything they do. All of that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for being born, y'all. Peace out.